Success in e-commerce is never guaranteed. A good product with competitive pricing is a good start, but it's rarely enough. There are several other important metrics that contribute to the overall success of a business. In this video, we'll be listing down 10 of the most impactful metrics that will affect your business. Watch until the end for a special bonus tip that will help you stay on top of the marketplace. Our first metric is SKU level profitability. This is the difference between the price you sold the item for and all of your costs, which include FOB cost, freight costs, 3PL charges, partner carrier fees, and FBA costs. Make sure to constantly monitor these costs because they're always changing. A lot of sellers lose track of their business because of the sheer complexity. But there are apps that can help you with this, like Skubana, Audacity, and other inventory management programs. Number 2 are FBA costs, because it's a second metric that should always be kept track of. FBA costs are constantly changing, and Amazon will charge you fees for storing items and shipping your items, and other fees as well. These fees will be dependent on your product's weight and size, but sometimes are incorrectly measured by Amazon, resulting in higher fees. When this happens, you can appeal to Amazon to remeasure your product. And to do this, you can go into Seller Central, then click on Manage FBA Inventory, and here you can open a case asking Amazon to double check the measurements of your items. However, you can only ask Amazon to remeasure your item once every 6 months. If this is all getting a little too overwhelming to calculate, you can check our up-to-date FBA fee calculator, which we'll link to down below so you can see what your true costs are. All right, number 3 is your advertising costs. So let's move on to talking about advertising costs, because advertising is a major part of your business, especially whenever you're launching a new product. The cost of advertising has been soaring over the last couple of years, and you should determine your total advertising cost of sale, or what's known as TACOs, so that you can get a full view of the sales under your account and what they're costing you. So the formula to calculate TACOs is ad spend divided by the total number of sales, or total amount of sales, times 100. You should consider your relative organic sales from your PPC sales. A low TACOs means your paid and organic sales are looking healthy, while a high TACOs means that you should take a look at your sales strategy to avoid losing money. We aim for somewhere around 10%, but when we're launching a new product, 25 to 30% is pretty reasonable. To calculate your TACOs, you can use tools like Helium 10, or you can go to Seller Central, then Reports, and then Business Reports to calculate this number. All right, number 4 is your NCX rate, and NCX stands for Negative Customer Experience. And yes, Amazon keeps track of this metric for each seller. If left unchecked, a high NCX rate will increase the chances of your items getting delisted by Amazon. Your NCX rate is largely affected by damages, returns, and other complaints from sellers. This metric tends to be category specific. For example, in apparel or fashion, a 20% return rate is still acceptable by Amazon, but will be a huge red flags in other categories. Speaking of returns, you should keep in mind that Amazon often loses your items in the process. To be able to monitor what's happening to your inventory, go to Seller Central, then click on Reports, then Fulfillment, Inventory Adjustments to start processing your reimbursements for those items which have mysteriously vanished before showing up in your account. If you don't do this, Amazon won't do it for you. Number 5 is account health. Your account health metric is generally performance of your seller account on Amazon, and keeping it healthy will be beneficial for you in the long run. If you happen to have a poor account health, you should do everything in your power to improve it, or you might face product and account suspensions. Number 6 is the order defect rate. If you go beyond Amazon's 1% defect rate, then you're in trouble. This is caused by orders that get negative customer feedback, and if this worsens, Amazon may suspend or terminate your account because you're negatively affecting their reputation. They also refund customers from their own pocket, so make sure you address the order defect rate to avoid Amazon's judgment hammer. You can check your ODR through Seller Central by going to Performance and then Account Health. Your ODR factors in 3 things: negative feedback, A to Z guarantee claims, and chargeback claims. Offering Prime shipping is the best way to start addressing your issues if you're not using FBA plus Prime solution. All right, number 7 is IP complaints. Take intellectual property complaints seriously, or else you'll face dire consequences. You should never attempt to copy another brand's name or logo, or it will be a very expensive mistake for you. There are 4 types of intellectual property complaints. The first one is a patent complaint, which is for legal protection for inventors. The second one is copyright, which is used as legal protection for original works of authorship. The third one is a trademark. A trademark is the legal protection for a word, symbol, design, or combination of all 3 that a company uses to identify its goods and services. And the last one are trade secrets. It's pretty self-explanatory, so we're not going to talk too much about it. Just keep in mind that patent, copyright, and trademarks are the things that Amazon values the most. As an extra bonus, we'll link to an article about IP in the description below if you want to dive deeper into this topic. All right, number 8 is product reviews. Providing quality products and exceptional customer service should be your top priority if you want to be the top dog in the marketplace. Customers obviously prefer to buy items that have good reviews and 5-star rankings because it gives them the assurance that every penny that they spend will be worth it, and it'll be worry-free. Keeping track of all your reviews is made easier now with Amazon's Brand Registry Catalog Manager. If you want to check an individual ASIN, you can use a third-party software. For us, we use Helium 10 for this. Number 9 is seller feedback. Seller feedback is important for resellers selling competing items. If you manage to get a range of 90 to 95%, there's a good chance you're securing the buy box. If your seller feedback rating is only 25%, you're at risk of having suspensions. The quality of your packaging, how fast the item is received, and the quality of your customer service greatly affects this metric. That's why customer satisfaction should be one of your absolute top priorities. You might be asking yourself, what's the difference between product reviews and seller feedback? Well, let's compare the differences. Product reviews are found on the product detail page and deal with the overall customer satisfaction of your individual products or ASINs. It influences your product ranking and serves as social proof for the products that you sell. However, seller feedback reflects your customer service and professionalism as a seller overall. This is a key metric for sellers competing for the buy box because Amazon is looking at this number all the time. Number 10, the Inventory Performance Index. The Inventory Performance Index, or IPI, is a number between 0 and 1,000 that tells Amazon how well you're managing the inventory that you're storing inside of Amazon's FBA warehouses. You should keep your IPI as high as possible to avoid the risk of getting lower storage limits. There are certain factors that affect how Amazon rates your inventory, which include excess inventory, the sell-through rate, stranded inventory, and in-stock inventory. Make sure to keep your IPI score between 400 to 500, and you should maintain at least 2 months of stock to prevent your IPI score from going down, because running out of stock is another factor for your IPI score. All right, here's a bonus metric, your brand dashboard. Number 11, the bonus one we promised at the beginning. The brand dashboard is a tool available to those enrolled in Brand Registry and shows your compliance with the standards that Amazon has set. To get an overview, you can go to Seller Central and then click on Performance and then Brand Dashboard. There are 2 sections that you want to focus on here, the brand health and customer reviews. Brand health is measured by 3 things: competitive price, Prime eligibility, and your in-stock rate. Competitive price compares your own pricing to national retailers. Prime eligibility is measured using a portion of page views on your brand that was not eligible for Prime over the last 30 days. In-stock rate is measured by the portion of page views on your replenishable brand products that were in stock over the trailing 30 days. This is distinct from FBA in-stock rate, which covers only inventory in FBA. Failing to monitor your brand health might lose you some privileges like eligibility for featured offer placements. For customer reviews, this section shows you a list of the reviews left by your customers from newest to oldest, which you can then sort by star rating and time period. As of right now, Amazon allows you to directly contact customers who left you critical reviews, which is a pretty awesome feature. All right, those are the 11 metrics that you should keep an eye out for in order to keep your business growing steadily. All these tips worked for us, and hopefully they'll work for you too. So if you found this video helpful, please consider subscribing to the EcomCrew YouTube channel, give us a thumbs up, hit that bell icon, and leave us a comment. We'll be happy to help you in the comments and answer your questions. Or you can go over to ecomcrew.com to find more helpful blogs and podcasts and other free courses as well. All right, that's going to wrap it up for this video. Until the next one, happy selling. We'll talk to you soon.